Well, it's nothing but NASCAR in the trailer these days. I tell you, my uncle, he was really into it. My brother, it's one of the things we can agree on. At least we like to watch it together. One of my good friends, they've been friends since a long time before I was even alive. Came by the trailer. She makes cakes. She's from a little town in Oklahoma, and her name's Marie. And she'll make a cake. When I was a little one, when I was 10 years old, for my birthday party, she made a cake with Darth Vader, and it looked like he was standing up on one of them platforms in one of them ships in Star Wars, and he cut off Luke Skywalker's hand, boy, and it looked like that was really like a hand bleeding on my cake. One of the boys, Tyler Jenkins, he vomited in his goodie bag because it looked like a real bloody hand right there on the cake. She's that good. In NASCAR, she's a pretty big fan herself, and she made a cake look just like a car. The car she chose, boy, it got my brother fired up because she did one of them Toyotas, in Michael Waltrip's car. And boy, don't even say Michael Waltrip around my brother these days, but boy, he ticked off that there's even a Toyota racing in NASCAR. I made a comment about Waltrip. He pretty fast this year, and he said, "Boy, that old boy had rocket fuel in his car. He trying to race his car with rocket fuel in one of them foreign cars." And boy, I said, "Really? Is that what he's trying to do? Or maybe he's just racing a car and you're mad about that?" He said, "Boy, don't you start with me today, Tavin." I said, "Boy, I'll finish whatever I start with you today, buddy." And he knows he can't get too hot because he was in jail twice in February. He's hoping to start off March a little better. I don't like to get at him like that, but I got to remind him sometimes. We watched that Auto Club 500 out in California, them racing, Little Lee was, trading paint with old Jeff Gordon, Jimmy Johnson, and I didn't say anything, except, "Hey, Jimmy Johnson, boy, looks like he ain't gonna be doing it again this year." And boy, my brother got fired up because he loves that old boy, and he said, "Jimmy Johnson is the champion until somebody says he ain't the champion, and he is the champion." And I said, "Well, but I'm just saying, buddy, I don't know if he's gonna win this whole thing this year, by the way he'd been racing. Maybe one of them Toyotas will beat him." And boy, he got all fired up, boy. That's when he threw a base, and boy, he broke it. He like to scare the tar out of Marie. She was over there eating a bite off the NASCAR wheel of the cake, and my uncle just kind of laying and sitting there on the couch, just taking it easy, and he's like, "Well, you need to clean that up. Somebody gonna cut their foot," because both of us walking around the trailer barefoot. I didn't even make another paper about Jimmy Johnson. We just kind of watched the race and everything. And I said, "Well, maybe Little Lee will win. His daddy was the best racer ever." "You can say that again, Tavin, but don't go around saying Jimmy Johnson ain't the king of NASCAR, because he's the king until somebody says he ain't the king." And I said, "Well, I don't think he's the king." And boy, he just took off. I don't even know where he went, but I think he just ran until he got tired, because he came back and he was feeling a little bit better, but he had a black eye. I don't know what that was about, but we had a pretty fun day. We had a visitor, and then we had some really good cake, and we got to see some good NASCAR. But we're excited about the whole season. I just want to see how it turns out. With all them cars in there and everything, and the NASCAR Nextel Cup Series. Boy, even if I say Dale Jarrett around my brother, boy, he gets fiery and he starts like kind of grinding his teeth and just fuming. So we'll see how it goes. But I tell you one thing, man, we got a pretty exciting season here ahead of us. But I think right now I'm just going to go ahead and back in the kitchen and get me another piece of cake. I think we got the hood left still, so should be pretty good. Maybe the hood and the fender. My brother wouldn't eat it because it looked like a Toyota. I'll eat it. I'll eat the whole thing.